If you're short on time, the quick answer is it's amazing. Go get it. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is basically what would happen if your phone and a piece of modern art had a baby. It's all titanium because Apple has apparently decided you deserve the same material they use on fancy bicycles and spacecraft. The edges are now subtly rounded, which makes it feel more comfortable in the hand. And let's not forget about the action button. Yes, for the first time ever, Apple got rid of the mute switch. Now, you can customize this little button to do more than just silence your phone. It can open apps, take notes, or even launch the camera faster than ever before. To some people, this was a complete game changer, and some others don't even know it's there. But I really like it, and I think it will only keep getting better. The iPhone 15 Pro Max comes with a 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display, and it's so sharp and bright. At 2000 nits, you can use it in broad daylight with no problem at all. Forget about squinting while trying to navigate Spotify at the beach. This thing is ready for whatever lighting conditions you throw at it. It also comes with a 120Hz ProMotion display. Everything you do on this screen just feels faster, whether you're swiping through apps, playing games, or pretending to work while actually browsing TikTok. You won't see the refresh rate, but you'll feel it. You'll definitely have a hard time going back to 60Hz displays. And the colors are absolutely stunning. Watching videos, whether it's movies with beautiful photography or just endless TikTok loops, feels like you're staring at a mini cinema. And because Apple knows you love a good binge, HDR content looks phenomenal. The colors pop so hard, you'll feel like you're watching a blockbuster movie instead of reruns of The Office for the 15th time. So yeah, it's pretty good. If there's one thing that Apple does well, it's making you feel the power in your hands. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, powered by the A17 Pro chip, does exactly that. But instead of bombarding you with benchmarks and numbers, let's dive into what this chip really means in everyday use. You might think that the A17 Pro's power would be overkill for basic tasks, but it's in those small, everyday interactions that you notice its power. For someone juggling everything from emails to casual streaming, this level of responsiveness doesn't just feel fast, it feels effortless. The A17 Pro is clearly designed to handle multitasking and power-intensive tasks, and it shows. Graphically intensive games feel almost console level with jaw-dropping frame rates, vivid details, and zero lag. And all of this is happening with a device that somehow manages to stay comfortably cool. It's also compatible with Apple Intelligence, which integrates AI-powered features directly into the device. This includes advanced capabilities in Siri, features in the Photos app like the Cleanup tool, which lets user remove unwanted elements from images with just a tap, and many more. The iPhone 15 Pro Max with the A17 Pro isn't just an incremental upgrade, it's super fast. Yeah, but it's also consistently fast. Whether you're a gamer, a creator, or someone who just wants a phone that keeps up with you, the A17 Pro feels like a long-term investment that's worth every penny. So if you're wondering whether the A17 Pro is overhyped, it's not. The iPhone 15 Pro Max comes close to having a professional camera crammed into your pocket. This is a big leap forward, and Apple's upgrades from previous generations show they're out to impress both photography pros and casual snappers. It's a triple camera system with a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lens. The main lens is a 48 megapixel powerhouse that takes super crisp photos with incredible detail. The ultra-wide lens gives you those dramatic sweeping landscape shots that make your vacation photos look like they're straight out of a travel magazine. The real star of the show, though, is the 5x optical zoom. You can now zoom in on things so far away it feels like you're doing recon for a spy mission. Whether it's a cute dog across the park or when you're trying to take candid photos of your kids doing something cute without making them stop and ruin the moment. The 15 Pro Max's larger sensor was basically designed to grab as much light as it can, even if you're shooting in what feels like total darkness. So your pictures will come out looking sharp and vivid without that muddy, grainy look that can ruin a shot. Whether it's a cozy dinner or a late night cityscape, your photos will be brighter and more detailed. For anyone with professional ambitions or even casual enthusiasts who want more control over their photos, ProRAW and ProRes are built into the 15 Pro Max. ProRAW gives you a higher quality file with more editing flexibility, while ProRes is for those interested in cinema-grade video. Think of it like a super mode for your camera that opens up a serious creative possibilities. And speaking of video, the 15 Pro Max has amazing capabilities. It shoots in something called ProRes mode and support for log encoding, which basically means that it's capturing a whole lot of detail. But if you're filming a short movie or capturing family moments or making a cinematic masterpiece of your coffee routine, the footage will come out looking sharp and vibrant. There's also an action mode that stabilizes your shot if you're running, biking, or just naturally shaky. It's so smooth, you might forget you're not holding an actual camera with a gimbal. So if you've ever wanted to feel like a movie director but don't want to deal with actual cameras, this is your moment. The iPhone 15 Pro Max's camera isn't just a camera, it's like a Swiss Army knife for your photography. It'll make sure you don't miss any details. All in all, if you're someone who cares about snapping high quality photos and videos on the go, the iPhone 15 Pro Max's camera might just be your new best friend. It's a professional grade photography machine that happens to make calls. With all this power and performance, you'd think that the battery life would take a hit, right? Well, surprisingly, no. The iPhone 15 Pro Max can easily last a full day with moderate use. Apple claims all-day battery life and they're not lying. But let's break that down. You can scroll and stream and take 400 photos of your cat and still have juice left at bedtime. But if you're gaming for hours, filming in 4K, or deep diving into photo editing apps, you'll be reaching for the charger in the evening. But for regular use, it's champ. With USB-C finally here, thanks to EU regulations, you can even share your charger with your other devices. That is right, we are living the one cable to rule them all dream, and it's a brave new world. But yeah, battery life is pretty good. So is the iPhone 15 Pro Max still worth your money? Well, yeah, of course. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is sleek, fast, and packed with features that most of us probably don't need but will happily show off anyway. It's overkill in the best possible way. It's a powerhouse of a phone that'll make you feel like you're living in the future, even if the most intense thing you do with it is scroll through memes. But here's the thing. If you already have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, you're probably not gonna see huge differences unless you're a camera or gaming enthusiast. The improvements are real, but they're not life-changing. What makes the 15 Pro Max an even better option today is that it can do most of what the 16 Pro Max can do at a much lower price. But I can very comfortably and confidently say that the 15 Pro Max is still one of the best smartphones in the world. And on that note, it's time for me to go. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, and if you subscribe, that'd be great. I hope that you guys are all doing great, and I'll see you on the next one.